everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, my name is Jennifer, and today we're going to do a full face of high-end makeup. On my channel, if you haven't watched me before, I usually focus on luxury makeup, but I certainly use makeup across the spectrum. I use drugstore makeup, I use high-end makeup. The brands are all available at Sephora. As you probably know, the Sephora sale is coming up in 2 weeks. I have Sephora specific videos coming up next week to get you ready for the sale. But I thought as we're gearing up for that, maybe we could delve a little bit into some products that I consider to be high-end products, but not necessarily luxury. So today we have Danessa, Myricks, Mercier, Merit, and NARS. If you're interested in seeing that, just stay tuned. Hey everyone, so I'm gonna pull my hair back. I have, if you didn't watch the video, I think it was the video with, which one did I do? Hindash. It was the matte makeup video. As I mentioned in that video, I was gonna get some Botox, and I have gotten some Botox. There's still lines in my forehead and everywhere else. So either the Botox has not worked yet, or maybe I didn't have enough Botox. I certainly stayed on the end of having like less done than more. So, maybe I'll feel like I need to have more done and I'll go back. But for the moment, there's definitely still lines. So we'll see. The kind of Botox, there's different types. One that works faster, my understanding is like it's almost immediate, and others that take like up to a week before you see the full result. So we'll see. But I have had it. I wanted you guys to all know, complete transparency, what I'm doing to my face. But I do appreciate in that video, a lot of people were like, whose business is it? I agree. If you're not, I'm up here talking to all of you, so I want you to all know, because I think it's fair, because what I don't ever want is for someone to be like, oh, Jennifer's skin looks such and such, and it's due to skincare, or it's due to, and that is true. I do buy really good skincare. I invest a lot in that. I go to a dermatologist, all those things. But there are some things that, and I've said it before, lasers, Botox, filler, all those things, they do make a huge difference. And if you get them done, there's nothing wrong with, in my opinion, it's like your face, do what you want with it. Own up to it. Don't pretend like it's not what you did. but yeah, I mean, it's nobody's business but your own. But like I said, the rosacea that you see on my face, these broken capillaries, they've gotten worse over the last 2 years because I haven't had lasers done. I used to have lasers. It's like a lower level laser every couple of months. And I do notice that, the skin is redder and the capillaries are back. So it's something that I'm going to do, I don't know, sometime this year. Okay, so let's start with Danessa Myricks, because this is the Yummy Skin collection. There's the serum foundation, and then there's the glow serum. And so the glow serum, I bought it in Main Squeeze. There were 2 shades. And I think this one was lighter, so I thought this would be better, but I think they're for everybody. So I might go back and get the other one if we like this, put it in my cart for the Sephora sale. It says how to apply to face under makeup or wear alone. Okay, a skin-loving, hydrating, radiant priming serum with antioxidant boosting ingredients. Just great for me, right? All right, so this is what, make sure that I have the serum foundation. Okay, so this is what it looks like. And, when I say high-end, I kind of think of high-end in this type of range, like the Mercier's, Danessa Myricks, NARS. They're really good products, and they are more expensive, but the packaging and the ingredients aren't necessarily luxury. That's kind of how I'm describing this. Okay, so this is a glow serum. It comes in this like squeezy tube after you take the cap off. I'm gonna squeeze it on the back of my hand. Looks like that. And let's just rub it in the back of my hand. It's a very rainy and gloomy day here in Massachusetts. That's definitely glowy. Has a scent. What is that? I don't know, some kind of perfume. It doesn't bother me, but there's definitely a scent there. What is that? My allergies have gotten much worse in the last couple months, and now I can smell things, but I'm not sure what it is. Huh. Okay. I don't know. Interesting. All right. So let's try it on the face. Let's start putting it like in this area. I mean, I'm going to put it all over, but let's start it Oh yeah, it's very sheer. Like you don't, it's not like, I was a little worried that it might be like different shades. One was like deeper, but this looks it's very sheer. Like I don't think it really has a shade. It says it has a shade, but I don't really. Maybe this one is more golden in undertone and the other one's more pink. I don't know. It doesn't have a shade on my face. Do not be panicked by the fact that my face is red. My face always gets red, it just does. I'm just gonna check on my phone really quickly. Sephora site, let's see what it says about the different shades. So Main Squeeze, which is the one I have because I'm just letting it sink in. This is Main Squeeze. Champagne Gold for all skin types. The other one is Juice Boost, which is a warm copper bronze for all skin types. So yeah, I mean, it should be, there's no shade there. Even though they're saying there's, quote, a shade there, I think, honestly, I don't see anything. Juice Boost looks a little bit deeper. It says it's warm copper bronze and this is champagne gold. So just those two shades, there's a difference between a copper bronze and a champagne gold. But I honestly don't think that if you're pale like me or a deeper skin tone, it will matter drastically which one you get, because once I rubbed it into the skin, all you get really is a glow. It feels sticky, definitely feels sticky, which is not necessarily bad in a primer, a glow serum, because that's kind of what you want, right? You want something that's gonna be a little bit, not tacky, but you want it to stick to, a foundation. All right, so let's talk about the foundation. Now, I'm pretty sure this is too light for me, which is funny because I usually end up on the other side of things. Usually I get a foundation that's too deep for me, especially lately, because I have gotten, if you've been watching my channel for a while, I've gotten paler in 2 years. Not a shock, I haven't left my house, so okay, it happens. I picked up 3P, P for pink, so I figured pink undertones, it's kind of what I have. But I gotta tell you, I tried it on my neck earlier, and I'm pretty sure it's too light. So I think if I like this, I will probably end up getting, there's really not another P, it goes 3P, 4N, which is neutral, 5G, which is golden undertones, and then 6N, light skin with neutral undertones. And then the next one would be 8P, which would be light to medium skin with peach. And I'm not a light to medium, that I know. So I might end up with like a 4N, which is the neutral. Maybe a 6N, which is also neutral. I could try. I mean, the swatches look like that's too deep for me, but it's hard to tell because, swatches online, it's tricky. So anyway, we're gonna try this out. Like I said, I think it's a little too light for me. It's a skincare hybrid foundation with medium buildable coverage that effortlessly creates a natural looking skin-like glow. Coverage medium, finish radiant, liquid. Highlighted ingredients, we have jojoba oil, hyaluronic acid, which is awesome because it hydrates and plumps up your face. Olive-derived squalene, known to balance oil production, diminish visible signs of aging, which is great. I like plant-based squalene. I have the, oh my goodness, can't remember the name of the brand that has the plant-based squalene in it, in the moisturizers. Wow, Jennifer. Okay, I'll put it down below. Anyway, so you've got this, bottle. It's got a squeeze top, basically. Squeeze here in the middle, I'm gonna assume, but we're about to find out. And you put it on the back of your hand to see what it looks like. Yep, squeeze in the middle. Yeah, it's definitely too light, but it's got a nice consistency. As I said, I think it's thick. That seems like more than medium coverage to me, but okay, we'll find out. You can see though, it's too light for me, pretty sure. We'll make it work, but I'm gonna guess it's too light. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use my Rare Beauty brush and just kind of start tapping this into my skin. I just took a little bit off the back of my hand because I can tell you right now, this is thick. This is more than medium coverage in my opinion, but that's okay because if I use like the tiniest bit of it and we put it on over this serum, which is already glowy. I think, you know, I think I can make it work. But yeah, it's thick, guys. You can see how this is covering like half my face, and I haven't even like gone back to get more of this product. I'm just kind of like shearing it out. Yeah, it's definitely way too light for me, which is interesting because this is 3P. So for those very pale skinned people out there, you're not the light. I mean, like, let's say you're paler than me, which does happen. You know, maybe you're like a 3P, because this is super light. I mean, really light. I don't know. I might even be a 6 or a 7 if this is a 3. Yeah, I'm just gonna keep taking from the back of my hand, guys, because I don't think I need more than that. There's a scent to this. I don't know what that is. It's, I don't know what that is. It's kind of an interesting, odd scent. But anyway, okay. Yeah, a little bit goes a long way. Well, the good news is this will last you for like years and years because I didn't even use up all the stuff that was on the back of my hand. And that was one pump. All right, so we're gonna leave that on for a second. I will tell you at the moment, it is accentuating all my pores. Now, that is possible because there's too much foundation on, and maybe I need to go over it with like a sponge or something. But the brush application, first of all, I look ghostly. It's just way too pale. But secondly, it's not, it looks like you can accentuate all my pores. From a distance, you can't really tell. Like from this far away, it looks fine, it looks too pale, but it doesn't look like it's accentuating things. But when you get close, you can see it. All right, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get a sponge and go over it with a sponge, like a damp sponge, and let's see if it helps it look a little bit better. All right, let's try going over it. This is a damp sponge, so this will take off some of it. Yeah, I like that more. So maybe if I mix this with the moisturizer, okay, that's better. It still doesn't look good on me though. It just does not look good. In fact, it looks bad. All right, so let's take off this foundation. Let's try the serum again. And let me try another high-end foundation. Let's see if maybe it's this or it's the foundation. All right, we're gonna try this again. I put the glow serum on again, so I have the glow serum on my face again. Same thing. But I'm gonna go with the Fenty Beauty. This is the Pro Filter Foundation. This is a foundation that I really, really like. I'm gonna have a video next week that will have all of the best foundations at Sephora for people with more mature dry skin. So I'm gonna put this on my face because I know that this works for me. I know this foundation is a good match for me. I know it looks nice on my skin. And so I know if this doesn't work, then it's the serum, possibly the serum and the foundation, but we'll find out in a second. Nope, it's not the serum. The serum's fine. Although I think this Fenty foundation is starting to go bad, which is too bad because I really like this foundation. I'd buy more of it, it's just I have so many foundations to try out, like I shouldn't be buying more foundations. But this, spoiler alert, will definitely be on my best foundations to buy. It's an excellent foundation, and it's really, the price point's really good, and I like the Fenty products. Not everything in the line is a favorite, but a lot. Yeah, that looks great, actually. And it's not just the color, guys. It's not just because that one's like so much paler. That wasn't what I was complaining about. I understood it was paler, that's fine. It was like making every pore on my skin look pronounced. And it's not like something you can really see on camera, to be honest. And I got that, but I mean, it just looked bad. Okay, now it's possible that it's the foundation and the serum together. That does happen sometimes, but that would be odd since they were made by the same person and they were made to go together. Like I have had some primers that don't work well with the foundation. They just, you know, they pill or they just don't look right. That does happen. But I think it would be odd that the Danessa Myricks Yummy Skin Serum doesn't work with the Yummy Skin Foundation. So I think it's just the foundation just doesn't work for me. Yeah, see, you can see this is like, I'm not flawless by any means because I'm a human being and I have pores and lines, but this looks good on my skin. Whereas when I looked in the mirror with the Yummy Skin Serum Foundation, every single little pore was like accentuated. It was not good. So let me fix my eyebrows a little bit because in washing off my face, kind of messed them up. I would say that the serum is interesting. I actually like the way it looks. It felt comfortable on the skin. I will continue to try it out, but my skin actually feels quite nice. The Fenty works fine on its own, so I'm not sure what the serum imparted, but I like it, and it feels nice and glowy, and it feels comfortable. My skin does feel more hydrated when I put it on, so you know, I'll continue to use the serum, glow serum. I'll try it under the Clé de Peau. I'll try it under other foundations that I'm trying out, you know, with and without it, just to see how it works. But I'd say the foundation, for me anyway, on first try is a definite fail. I will try it by itself without a serum. The glow serum, I will try it with putting it on with just a sponge. I'll try it with putting on moisturizer. We'll try it different ways, but just off the bat, that's a no for me. But the Fenty Pro Filters is an excellent foundation. And like I said, it will be in the best foundations at Sephora coming up. All right, so the next thing is the Laura Mercier. This is the Tinted Moisturizer Blush. And I actually talked about these in my Chanel LeBlanc video because I had them sitting right there because I had just gotten them and I was like, I might as well use them. Provence is like a pinky beige color. I kind of call it mocha. I think it's a really pretty shade that's gonna work for a lot of folks. I think these are excellent blushes. They dry down like really fast. And from what I saw, they stay on. Like they're not a cream blush in the way that I often think of a cream blush. You know, that kind of stays tacky and is super hydrating. These dry down almost to like a tinted moisturizer in the sense that like it blends in with your skin and then it's dry like a powder. And it stays on really, really well. I picked up other shades in it and you can see it in that Chanel video that I did, but it's a really beautiful flush to your skin. This one's a little lighter. They have deeper toned ones. But I think like if you're looking for a natural blush, these are great. I'm wondering if the Chanel ones are gonna be like this. You know, you've seen the pictures of the Chanel blush that looks like it's foundation. I forgot what the name of it is. I've used it many, many times. That has like the little bubbles. And it's got like a blush that does that. I haven't seen them yet, but I've seen pictures of them coming out for like forever. And I have a feeling it's going to be a similar, or I hope it's going to be a similar kind of consistency, because this is something that, and I'm just building it up to show you, like you can go back in and get like more and build it up on your skin. But it dries down, like I said, really quickly, and it doesn't feel tight, it doesn't feel uncomfortable, but it sets on your skin so that you don't have to worry about it like sticking or fading, because it doesn't. At least it doesn't on me. I got Southbound, Coastline, and Provence, and I love the way these look. They don't impart a glow. That I would say is not what they are. There are some balms for the face like the Chanel, or there's some that Salt and New York have like a glow to them. These don't. These are more, or at least the ones I picked up, are more matte-like. There were a couple of shades that had shimmer in them, They're in my cart again. We'll talk about this when we do the Sephora video. They look like they were more shimmery. These are more matte-like, but they're not like a matte drying look. They just look like a natural flush on your face. So I really, really like these. I think I'm gonna pick up the other shades of them because I really like the texture. I like the way they look on the face. Easy to use, easy to place. They feel good on my dry skin, but they don't stay tacky. I mean, really excellent product from Laura Mercier. I'm very impressed with those. So that is a definite win. I'm not going to talk about highlighters or bronzers today, but I am going to be putting some highlighters on my face that will be in another video and probably up on Patreon for some time. But if you want to check them out, and talking about Patreon really quickly, there's been some confusion about Patreon. So Patreon is another domain like YouTube or Instagram where you can post content. And the reason I started a Patreon page is because sometimes I'm able to get product before it's officially released here in the United States. And for copyright issues and for a whole bunch of other issues, you really can't put them up on Instagram or YouTube because you can have your channel taken down or you can get in a lot of trouble. So if you put them behind a paywall over on Patreon, I can post about them. I can show you pictures, I can do videos, and what I often do is I do a review video, put it up on Patreon, and then when it's released here in the US, it's automatically ready to go. So I can just post it for you guys, and you can see it. So it's not because I'm trying to and trust me guys, it's not expensive to sign up over there on my page. It's not a money-making thing. It's because I need to keep it behind a paywall. Otherwise, I get in trouble because it's not released here yet. So anyway, that's where all that is. Okay, so far I think my skin looks great. The Fenty foundation is an excellent foundation, but the glow serum I think is imparting a glow to my skin, and it feels very comfortable. It's dried down though, it's not tacky. So I know that it didn't disrupt the Fenty in any way. Yeah, I think it looks very healthy. So again, I think the glow serum is a win, and I think I'm gonna pick up the other shade, but I'll keep using it in some upcoming videos. All right, so let's talk about the eye palette I'm gonna use and the lips I'm gonna use, and then I'll go off camera for a little while, put on the highlighters and bronzers, and then we'll come back. So the NARS palette, this is the Summer Unrated palette. This I don't think is at Sephora as I filmed this. However, it might be up on Sephora for the Sephora sale. Many times in the past, products that I didn't even know were going to be released show up during the Sephora sales, the winter sale, the fall sale, and the spring sale. So it's very possible that this shows up there. At the moment though, it's at Ulta, and this is summer. This is the summer collection. So I was like, I can't believe it's already out, but I did pick it up because I've been very impressed with NARS lately. And like I said, this is the Summer Unrated palette. We have Isla Laguna Palmas, sorry. Taikau? That's probably a place that I don't know because these other places, these other names are places. Crete, Satisfy, Bird of Paradise, Summer Moon, Spiaggia Rosa, Palmetto, Taj Mahal, Bad Intentions, Orgasm, Komodo Island, Love on Fire, and Fetish. Those are all the shades in here. It is referred to as an eyeshadow palette. And I will tell you right now, a lot of these shades look really pretty to me. I think many of them are existing shades, but I do like the way that this was put together. I believe that these shades are all mattes, but we're about to find out. And so we'll swatch them all and I'll come up with an eye look. I think it is very much a summery palette, even though there are some more neutral tones in here, because I think, just because it's summer doesn't mean it all has to be pink. And then we have the Merit lipsticks. These are the new lipsticks. These are the signature lips. They're considered a lightweight lipstick, and I picked up 4 shades. So we'll swatch those and we'll try those out and see what we think of those. So I'm gonna go off camera for just a couple minutes. For you, it'll be a second, and put on some bronzer and blush. I'm sorry, bronzer and highlighter, and then we'll come back. Okay, we're back. If you're wondering where all of the glowiness came from, it is on Patreon for now, or it will be. when this goes up, and it will be on YouTube as soon as it launches here in the US. But I will say the products are excellent. Very, very similar to the Chanel Camellia powder. Just saying. All right, so let's take a look at the NARS. So as I said, before I went and did this this luminous look, the Summer Unrated palette. So I believe these are mattes. We'll go ahead and swatch them out and see what we think of these. I've been very impressed with the NARS formula as of late. The Climax palette, honestly, probably my favorite standout product from last year. It was just such a good palette. I mean, I still use it all the time. In fact, I am going to talk about that in an upcoming video. You will see about what products from last year I'm still using when we talk about the Sephora sale. The Sephora sale, you know, we get a lot of, you know, people joke about it because it's kind of like a big event. But it is a big event because it's 20% off, at least if you're a Rouge member like I am, for everything on the site. And some of these things just don't go 20% off. Like La Mer doesn't go 20% off, Dyson doesn't go 20% off. If you're interested in the Dyson hairdryer, or the Airwrap, I was going to do a video with the Airwrap and show you what the Airwrap is capable of. But the thing about the Airwrap is I just learned that they are introducing a new version of it, supposedly a better version of it. So I'd hate to say, you know, buy it at Sephora if they're just going to come out with a whole new version. What I would say is that it's excellent. I mean, it's a really great product, and I use my Dyson Airwrap all the time. I straighten my hair with it, I curl my hair with it. I think it's really, really good. But a new Airwrap seems better because you don't have to change barrels to change directions. Now, basically, if you want the curls to go this way or then this way, you have to change the barrel on top. I guess this new technology, you can use the same barrel. And there's 13 attachments, which is great. So, I don't know. If you want me to do something in the Sephora videos that are coming next week about the Airwrap, I will. But I just feel like it might be redundant, you know, because there's this new one, and I don't know if I'm going to buy the new one or not. It seems really wasteful, frankly, for me to buy the new one because the old one works great and I don't need a new one. And they're very expensive. It's like $500. I don't know what the new one will be, but anyway. Okay, guys, let's see. Here, oh, I swatched it so that it like can't, there we go. Those are the shades. Okay, so you can see it. We'll start like this. Those are all the shades in the NARS palette. They're really pretty. They're more neutral. The first 4 shades are mattes. There's a number of mattes, number of shimmers. The way I did the swatching is because I wasn't holding it up to you guys, but I think you can see them. I think you've got warms and you've got cools and you've got neutrals in here. So now there's also the blushes and bronzers sets. I did not pick those up because I have those shades and it just didn't, I mean, I understand it's in a, you know, a duo, but I'm just like, I don't need them. I already have them just in a different, in separate containers. I'm just looking at the NARS site. It says, featuring best-selling NARS favorites, Laguna Orgasm and Taj Mahal, plus complementary shades in a range of matte neutrals, warm bronzes, and exotic pink tones. Intense pigments create a high-impact effect that lasts. Limited edition. So there's 16 shades, and it's featuring best-selling NARS favorites. Laguna Orgasm and Taj Mahal, plus complementary shades. So that's what we got. I don't know if all of them. It says 16 limited edition shades, the most ever featured in a NARS eyeshadow palette. I don't know if they all exist in other ones or I don't know. I'll have to figure that out. But anyway, each row is designed to create a complete eye look. Use each row individually for 4 distinct looks, so going down, or mix and match across the entire palette for endless artistry. You can do that with any palette. Used as an eyeshadow or liner, applied wet or dry. So they have wet or dry formula. All right, so let's just go in and have fun with it. Now, like I said, this is not available on Sephora as of right now, as I look, but it's 2 weeks until the Sephora sale, guys, so we'll see. All right, so I'm going to use shade Laguna, the shade here. Let's start this out on the eye. And somebody mentioned to me, I don't remember where it was, about, you know, the different looks that you see like on TikTok versus like the way that I do my eye makeup. I can do, and I don't know if you've watched my channel before, you've known that I've done these. Lexi Zhang started the series. We don't do it anymore, but we all got too busy to do it. But it was basically this Nailed It series where we took, you know, looks that makeup artists had done and tried to copy them. And so I can do all different types of looks or different types of techniques. And I was a makeup artist for a short period of my life. But I tend to do looks that look the best on my bone structure, eye shape, etc. You will see a lot, and especially now, this sort of sweeping look. And I'm gonna do a little bit of that today so you can see what I'm talking about. I'm gonna use the next shade down, which is Palmas. So what a lot of makeup artists, what a lot of people on YouTube and influencers and stuff, you start to see, they do this, and I'll show it to you. I'm just like kind of using, this is a Rose and Ben brush. She's on Instagram and she does an amazing job. She's very talented. And then they sweep up on the end. All it really is a swirl. Like, so you go in like this and up like that. That look, that particular shape or design, I'm not exactly sure when that became popular or why people do it. You'll see Michaela do it a lot on her channel. If you're not familiar with Michaela, then you have not spent a lot of time on TikTok. She has like 11 million followers, and the reason I know her, to be honest, because I really don't spend time on TikTok, although I am starting to put stuff up over there because I understand that a lot of people like it. She's from Massachusetts. She's here in the area that I'm in. And in fact doesn't live that far away from me. So I knew of her because, you know, people here in Boston, we got to stick together. Not a lot of people in Massachusetts that are big on makeup, to be honest with you. So she does this shape a lot. And the thing about this shape, what this is, this sort of, you know, swirl, is nothing new. People, I mean, like, it's true with like everything, right? There's nothing new under the sun. It's just a shape that became popular. It does sort of lift the outside of your eye because you're looking up with this upward swirl. Anyone can do it. I promise you can do it too. Take the shades that you're interested in taking. Let's take this. What shade is that? It is Bad Intentions, this like purpley shimmery shade. And I'm gonna do the same thing. Just take your, like the tip of your brush, just go in like straight forward, and you're just following this like wave shape, that's all. And if you pat like this, like literally go straight in and pat your, like the shade into your brush, you can get a lot of control and get that kind of shape if that's what you'd like to do. I don't do this shape generally because it's a little much for like my daytime job and what I do. I think people would be like, why do you have a swirl on your eye? But yeah, that's all it is. It's just a different shape. There's, you know, whatever you guys like to do, you can do. You know, just make sure you have the right brush. You want to, you know, make sure you have, if you want a very specific line, use a thinner brush to get that line, but that's about it. Okay, so we're going to take, what shade was this one? This one is Spiaggia Rosa, which is, I think, like another, like, kind of matte. And I'm going to put that on the eyelid. Yeah, I mean, again, when it comes to makeup, I think, you know, play around with what makes you happy, the looks that you like. You'll find that the more you play with it, the better you get at it. There are some things that will help you if you have like hooded eyes or, less lid space, that kind of thing. And I try to go through those things as much as I can on my channel to give you like tips about how to do stuff. But you know, you should do what you like and what makes you happy and that what works for you. Over the years, I've done my makeup. I'm gonna be 50 very soon, so I've done my makeup for a long time. I've just learned what works for me, that's all. All right, so we've got a number of shades on the eye. I'm gonna take the sparkly pink shade, looks like a topper shade, Summer Moon. We're gonna put that right on the eye. And the reason I use my finger a lot of the times for these sparkly shades is that is how you get the most payoff, because your finger, one, it has some oils in it, so it's grabbing the color, but also because the brush, you know, it's gonna flake off in the brush. You don't have that with your finger. It's like a direct transfer, so you get, you know, more of the sparkle. But many brushes have been made over the years, and the brushes have gotten much better to kind of mimic a finger, so you can get a lot of payoff depending on the brush that you use. Some brushes are better for that than others. Densely packed brush is gonna work best for a shimmery kind of shade. So those are the shades that I have on my eyes right now. I think the payoff is beautiful. I think it's a really nice look. I think these shades are good for pretty much anyone. I think there are some pinks and bronzes, and I think there's a lot you can do with this. I think it looks very nice on the eye, and I think you could make this like an everyday kind of look, or you can do something, you know, spectacular, depending on what you want to do. I'm gonna take the deepest shade here, which is Fetish, and I'm just gonna kind of put it on the outside of the eye here, very lightly, but I wanted to kind of deepen this very lightly out here, just to bring it out a little bit. Yeah, I think the NARS shades are very good. The formula is excellent. The shimmers are nice. The mattes are good. Like I said, I think this is a really nice palette. It's a glimmery, nice, almost neutral palette in a way, because you can use it to do something really drastic. And when they were saying rows, you can go in these rows and get this kind of look, or you can go across, or you can do it any way you like. There's all these mattes here, so you can, you know, go across like this, use the matte as your base, and then move forward. But I think they're very pretty. I think they're good quality. It's a good palette. NARS has come back on the list of brands that I like to purchase. All right, so let me put on some mascara. I'm gonna use some Caliray mascara. This is my favorite mascara right now. The Esam mascara is probably a close second, but I like this one a little bit more, but the Esam is really, really good, I have to say. I don't want to say that I like it better than the Caliray because I haven't been using it as long, and I like to, you know, try it with all different types of things. But I will say it is buildable, it is lengthening, it is volumizing, and it's easy to take off. I really like the Caliray. I think the mascara is really good. I think it works for pretty much, I think it would work for most people. I really, really like it. And I also want to mention, like, you can kind of see the look on my eyes, how it looks almost like cat-like. That's one of the things you get from that like wave kind of look, because you have this tail on the end. That does uplift your eyes. I have no eyeliner on. There's no eyeliner. It's just the eyeshadow and the mascara. But you can see you have almost like a cat eye look from the wave. So you get that by putting it on in that manner. And if you want to sort of uplift your eyes, that's gonna do it. All right, so let's talk about Merit. So I did an entire video on Merit. I'll see if I'll remember to link it. And I really do like the Merit aesthetic. It's a clean brand. They have really nice makeup. I really like their foundation, like their stick, their concealer stick. It's very good and actually blends perfectly with my skin. They consider themselves a minimalist beauty line. The lipsticks are hydrating, buildable lipstick with a soft satin finish. It says, it's so lightweight, you'll forget wearing it. And like I said, I picked it up in 4 shades. So let's look at the shades. I have Tiger, Baby, 1990, and La Avenue. So let's try La Avenue on the hand. 1990 was the year that I graduated high school. So, yeah, I'm very old. All right, so La Avenue. Oh, it's very me shade. That's La Avenue. Very pretty. Let's look at Baby. I picked these shades because they seemed kind of like brownie pink shades, which are my favorite. That's a Baby. Great shade. Then we've got 1990. Can't believe it's when I graduated high school. Jeez. Yep, very much 1990. It's brown. It's a really good brown, but it's definitely 1990. I wore a lot of brown lipsticks. Probably why I like brown lipstick. I mean, it's not a shock. And then we have Tiger. Tiger has more of that warmth to it. But these are all very much my kind of shades, and they are light feeling. They feel very comfortable on the back of my hand. They don't feel heavy at all, but they definitely have like pigment, which is nice. I think with the look, we either do Baby or, you know what? Let's do 1990. Why not? I mean, it is the year I graduated high school. Let's do it. Oh yeah, very lightweight, very comfortable. Sheer lipstick. I love the shade. It's very 1990. That's an excellent name for it. It actually looks really nice with this eye look. Oh, I like these. This is very nice. Yeah, it's a sheer lipstick with a satin finish. And like I said, this is the 1990 that we use today. Here's Tiger, here's Baby, and here's La Avenue. I actually like all of these shades. They're very me. I love the sheerness of them because as we're moving into spring especially, it's nice to have, you know, a little bit of like a lighter lipstick almost. Yeah. Okay. La Avenue is really pretty. They're all nice actually. These are all nice shades. The serum, the Danessa Myricks Glow Serum. I think I really like this. I want to continue using it with other foundations and see how it works, but at the moment I would say, yeah, I think it's a really nice serum. It's a nice primer. It made everything feel hydrating and glowy. Didn't do anything weird. Seemed to work really well with the Fenty foundation that I've been using for a long time, so I know how that works. And it looks nice. The foundation, the Yummy Skin Serum Foundation did not work for me at all. And at the moment, I have to call it a fail. I will continue to try it without the serum underneath. You know, we'll try it different days and see if it works. But for now, I certainly can't recommend that, at least for me. The palette, the NARS palette, the Summer Unrated, really pretty. Really, really nice look. Kind of a neutral palette in a way, because all of these shades, I mean, yes, there's warm shades and pink shades and bronzy shades, but I think they all work together to create like an everyday beautiful glow, which is exactly what you want for the summer. This is the kind of thing that I would travel with. Gives me lots of options, gives me a nice pretty look, but not too, you know, too much, which is I think what most of us end up wanting. Yeah, it's really pretty. Really, really beautiful on the eyes. And the formula is really good. The NARS has really been doing a great job lately. Caliray mascara, I've been talking about it nonstop. Still really like it. And these Merit lipsticks, Signature Lip, they're very nice. This is, like I said, 1990. It's pigmented enough. It has a nice satin finish. It feels very comfortable, very lightweight. And I'm excited about the shades because I really like all of these shades. I think they're very, very me shades. The Laura Mercier blush, the Tinted Moisturizer blush, it's excellent. It's really, really good. It just dries right into the skin and just sort of becomes part of your like face. Look like this flushed look from within. Really, really liking that product. And the glowiness, the highlighters that are on my face, there are 2 different ones, same brand, will be over on Patreon until they're released here, but it looks really nice. It's an everyday look, but it's, you know, it's glowy, it's pretty. Yeah, like I said, everything, I really love everything here except for the serum foundation. That just did not work. All right, guys, thanks so much for joining me today. Hope to see you in another video really soon. Bye.